D&D in space. And so all of you guys are standing next to each other, looking left and right. And ahead of you, you see two gnomes that are like taking passport bills. They're scanning barcodes on people's tablets and all that kind of stuff.
I wave at the gnomes and say, "Gnomes rule!"
And they go, "Yeah!"
As I go over to them and hand them my tablet that I'm assuming they got a scan or something.
Yeah, exactly. So you so move your guy up to the main area. So just move him ahead a little bit. Yep. So bloop. So you walk up, they scan your tablet and wave you through.
See you guys on the other side.
All right. Anybody else?
Me. I'll go next.
I'm gonna follow suit and go up to the gnomes and hand them my thing and be like, I'm not real sure where I'm going. I don't see our ship on the docket anywhere.
It's clearly cloaked.
Okay. So I assume you guys are too. Well, actually, yeah. I keep wanting to call you Jaladri, so I apologize, Brian.
I mean, it's kind of difficult with Reginald because it's almost like a palindrome.
Yeah. So anyway, so they scan your ticket, Narco, and fucking as it scans, it gives a little bit of a different beep boop to your tablet, and you notice that the encryption has released from your tablet.
Copy.
Gotcha. I didn't have to hack it for him.
All right, and
Post it to me, or how's that going to work?
Oh, it's unlocked for now. At a later time, you can read it and find out what it says.
Okay.
So as you step forth, the gnome gives you a nifty little bow and says, my friend, it's always good to see your kind here. Friend of mine kind of had a hole blown through his shoulder, and one of you guys fixed him right up. Pretty impressive. And he kind of beep boop scans you through.
You want to tell me where the infirmary is? I'll get to fix up some more.
He goes, well, I think you have a cluster meeting here in a moment, but I think it's on the far left-hand side of the ship.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. Hopefully I don't see you there.
He kind of giggles. So try moving your token on the board. Perfect. 30. So as you come out to here, you're able to look left, right, and center, and we're just all going to move our movement speed. So you come out to the hallway, you look left and right, and down the hallways you see this. So this is what you see. All right. Next up is going to be Reginald.
There you go.
Right on. So as you guys step out of the room, you start to walk down the stairs, and it's kind of like metal scaffolding on the floor. So you can kind of hear like tick, tick, tick as you like walk down, kind of like you would on a fire escape. And as you come down to the main landings, you see a pathway left, right, and straight ahead. And you guys basically look around at each other and you realize that you're all fresh recruits and you're not really sure where to go.
Hello, everyone. I am Victor. And I guess I'm your engineer. Speaking of which, any of you guys know where the freaking police engine is so I can check things? Oh, wait. Zips up on my fly. I just realized I had that out. My bad.
So you guys see this small little fellow just putting his winky back in his pants, kind of just hanging out. You kind of see a little bit of drift of like fucking fuzz that's right above it. He's just having a great old time.
Gnomes.
Why don't you tell everybody about your race and class? So you told them about the gnomes, so try now your class. I'm gonna give a heads up idea.
My class is an artificer. So I will have funky glasses. I have one small glass and one big glasses with a bifocal kind of thing, so I can,
Right on. Are you kind of like steampunky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
I have a nice leather apron with pockets full of tools, and a boots and gloves.
Very good. So you three hear this little guy speak out, and he's like all fumbly. He's still kind of half drunk. And
a pocket with a whiskey in it.
And a pocket full of whiskey. But you also see across from you, there's a fucking a guy in a red shirt with 3 beers in his hands.
Sup? I
I'm not a
raised my
guy,
thing at
I'm
him.
not a guy. I'm a dragonborn.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and give a description of your race and class and what your character's
Alright,
about.
so I am like pert near fresh out of the nest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we'll say they leave the nest at 18. You know what I mean? Like, leave home to go do shit on their own. They're 18. I'm gonna say I'm like 20. Alright, like stupidly arrogant because I'm fucking smart as hell. Very tactical person. Dragon. I guess both the correct answer, right? Dragonborns are half breeds.
They're
Technically, yeah.
one of the dragon breeds, yeah.
And your class.
I am a wizard.
So this
You're
is
a wizard, Harry.
But
You're
I
a
am
wizard,
a
Harry.
special type of wizard. Okay. I am a wizard who does crazy things when I'm on a crazy amount of narcotics, hence the name Narxatal. My family runs drug dens and stuff in the Dragonborn world. And I am a severe addict of any drug that you would give me.
I'm gonna have a heyday with you.
Oh yeah, I'm a great guy. Ebony skin, ebony scales, I guess. I don't know what color the skin is because I haven't seen it because I got scales. Hope to never see it. Yeah, that's I wish the other Victor was here right now because he would be able to tell me exactly what my class is called.
So as you kind of look over, you can kind of see like the little gnome extending a fucking drink your way to cheers.
I'm gonna hold up my 3 beers and like do my best to like drink from all 3 of them at the same time.
So Orca, you're looking over and you're like fuck, really?
Yeah,
You know these guys, if they get busted with this, are so fucked. Like so fucked. And you're just like you're looking like you're not necessarily looking down with them, but you do wish you could partake in it a little bit. And you kind of take a look at this Dragonborn and this artificer that are just locked into like a little jig. And yeah, it just kind of reminds you of a time far away before you joined the clergy and had to take life so seriously.
yeah, life. You don't need to take life serious. Life is just fun. Take as much as you can of it when you can, man.
Exactly. So what would you like to do, Orca? Why don't you give us a brief description of your character and class and race kind of deal?
My female is, I think, was she an elf?
Yes, she's a moon elf. Remember?
Moon elf. With green hair, she's a paladin.
Oh, a woman after my own heart. Fucking pallies are great. So kind of give us a little bit of background of where you're from. I don't, if you didn't come up with a backstory, you can just say, but I kind of gave you one. So you're just from the planet. So how did you go about your faith? Did you, like, if you have any backstory at all? If not, just say pass.
Pass.
Pass? Okay, perfect. All right, so you can kind of see them kind of like drinking out of their glasses, and you're standing there, and kind of like this little fucking halfling kind of catches your eye in his blue shirt, so you can tell he's medical. And your shirt's like an almost dark green, and that's for security. So you feel free on interjecting.
I end up looking at him and say, "Hi, I'm Orca."
Please tell me you're the only sane person here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, like, as you guys are, like, looking over towards her, like, this elf is fucking smoking hot. Like, by the way, you can tell by the fucking charisma she has. It's just as she's talking, she's like, "Sup, boys?" And you kind of, it's like a Batman reveal with, like, heavy metal music.
Hey.
My answer would be like, hi, I'm Victor, you're tall, I'm short, let's see if we can have a fun party with climbing.
I think when we have kids, they'll be normal sized.
There you go.
So, Reginald, you're kind of half disgusted by what the comments that are being said, and you can kind of see that the two main ones are just kind of having a few drinks and being just generic buffooneries. I need you to roll a perception check for me.
I am a very intelligent buffoon. Hey,
Yes.
that's a matter of,
Drink my beer.
that's a matter of opinion. I'm drinking enough to.
My guy, I just
put me
saw
normal.
your dick because you're that drunk.
That's what normal, intelligent people would do.
What am I rolling?
Perception, please. Bam. So what you're able to notice is that there's several corridors along the way. You look up to the ceiling and you see a lot of main power boost cables that look like they have a high yield for energy passing through the ceiling above you. And just off to your left, you notice that there's two doors.
So first of all, you two
Ramp,
are going to report to my infirmary for STD tests.
ramp.
Hey.
Secondly, my name is Reginald, and I look over to the lady and look up, I guess, and extend my hand and go. Most people just call me doctor, though.
I'm gonna call you Pompous.
Better watch out, or I'm going to put that cocaine in check.
Hey man, you can put
What do you
it
think you're
wherever-
getting coke?
You can put it wherever you want, as long as it's in me.
Oh no, I'm just going to carry Narcan darts so you don't get any fun out of it.
Just feed him narco berries. He'll go to sleep for a while.
Oh man, just Narcan darts. I'm going to wait until he like fucking gets high and just
I just fucking just
enjoy this shit.
Okay.
All right, so
You're
just
Oh.
just along the map there, Brian, I showed you 4 doorways. So they're marked with the D tokens.
Kill.
D for drugs.
So yeah, you see these two people being foolishness. You see a hot chick that's just face palming. and throughout the hallways, you can see like there's probably maybe 30 or 40 people going ins and outs in every direction. Like it's a very bustling place.
I'm slowly waddling towards.
Any of these people seem to know where they're going.
Oh, they're all heading off in different directions. They probably know exactly where they're going.
I want to follow one that looks like something I would be. Like, you know what I mean? Like someone who looks like they would be going in the same direction I want to go.
Okay, hit me up with a perception check here.
I'm going to hobble back to the gnomes and ask them where to go.
I'm going to go where I am assuming the bigger part of the ship is, and that's the engine. So,
14,
I
sir.
need to do perception as well.
All right, so you're able, as you're taking a look up and down the hallways, all you really see are a lot of yellow, or green and green and blue shirts, and you notice them to be medical staff and engineering staff. So, or security staff, I mean. And you can see them darting in every which way. You see a lot of the blue shirts heading north. You see a lot of the the green shirts heading right. And just a random assortment of people going left.
I'm going to stop one of the security guards that seems to be of a higher rank and ask him where the command deck is.
I rolled a dirty 20, by the way, for perception.
For what, sorry?
The perception for wherever the engine is the loudest, you know.
Okay.
I'm listening to sound and, you know, where the biggest part of the ship is.
There you go. So you stop him, Honky, and as you approach him, what do you say to him?
I'm going to recognize his rank and address him by that.
Okay, it's Lieutenant. And and on his little name tag it says Sharp.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Sharp. Sorry for bothering you in such a dire time, but I'm new upon this ship, and I'm trying to find the location in which I would go, which would be the command deck or somewhere that a tactician would be set up.
It's an honor to meet you, sir. He kind of looks you up and down. He's like, oh, strange one for being here. Anyway. Yes, all new recruits must report. He points off to the right-hand side corridor. And he says, yeah, command deck is up that way. New recruits must meet as such. Head that way, please. And he kind of says dismissed. And he kind of just kind of walks off. Reginald, as you kind of step forward and start talking to the gnome, you can kind of see them just like putting weapons back into weapon cases. The door kind of seals shut. And he kind of turns to face you and says, oh, hello again.
Hey, sorry, I should have asked beforehand. Which way to go to the orientation?
Says, yes. Well, there's actually 2 different ways you can get there. You can either take the pathway to the right. That'll take you to the security office. Just north of that is going to be the bridge. Or if you're an engineer and you happen to want to see what you're looking at, like how powerful our ship is, you can head off to the left and then head north. Medical bay, as I see from your ship, is just to the north of that.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your help.
He nods off. Victor...
I'm gonna walk back out and be like, we go right.
Gotcha. So, Victor, as you kind of like, you're standing out in the middle of the alleyway here and you see all the bustling, I'm going to get you to roll a history check as well. And what you see pretty much the innings and goings of this entire place. You can kind of sense that you're in kind of the populous area, like where the crew quarters are. You sense to be in that sort of area. So pretty much anywhere else besides this particular point is more important than where you are, if you know what I mean. For your history,
I rolled 12.
Yeah, for your history, what you're able to tell is you've been around the army barracks enough to know that there's usually 2 or 3 main hubs where a lot of the soldiers progress because of the internal workings of the ship. And you know that there's usually 3 main hubs: security command, medical and astrometrics, and vehicle storage and cryo bay.
Vehicle storage and cryo bay. What was the other one?
So there's 6 different locations in the entire ship. There's command and security. There's medical and astrometrics. And there is vehicle storage in the cryo area.
I'm going to that one. Vehicle storage.
Okay.
Which is... I don't know where that is actually on the map.
Yeah, and all you hear is like a loud noise coming from the left-hand side, which you could sense to be the engine room kind of deal.
All right, left.
Okay.
Whee! That way.
Okay, now we're going back to the numbers. So, Orca, you're next on the list. Which way would you like to go?
Probably gonna end up going right with the informant of Doctor.
Nice. So go ahead and move your token, and I'll issue the command for it to come back. So go ahead and move your token, your movement speed. So on the left-hand side, you see a lot of like L-shaped joists with a lot of clockwork gears in it. On the right-hand side, you can see a couple of energy packs that are able to be adjusted into most mechanical machinery in this room. You see a lot of wires that could be used for tendons for a machine, that kind of stuff. And all of it looks to be in pristine condition.
I smile as I go over there and say, I can use these, right?
One of the halflings comes up. He's just an ensign like you. And he's like, well, I don't think so. I think you need, I don't know, like, and he looks really nervous. And you can see that
I look left and right, and offer him a nice flask of whiskey.
All right, roll me a D100. It's going to be the last dice of the list. Okay, he goes, well, I guess what they don't know won't hurt them. Yeah, just start taking stuff in a second. Just 1 second. And you kind of see him step over and he starts to distract his teammate. And he's just like, you sit there, you can hear them talking about how shit cleanup duty is and how they can't believe they joined the regalia for this kind of bullshit. And he kind of distracts him. You can kind of see him give a little hand gesture. And since I'm pretty sure you're the one that knows thieves can't, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he kind of gives you the go-ahead to start doing it. I'm going to get you to roll an investigation for me.
Wait, you're a rogue?
No, I just have criminal background.
He chose it as a backstory.
I like, I like to get my hands on illegal parts and stuff.
All right, so I'm going to get you to write in your inventory robot parts times 5.
Okay.
And then once you're done that, we'll hop back over to the group. All right, so you guys are standing at attention at the table, and he goes, You seem to be missing one. Just one moment. And you can kind of see this guy kind of step off to the control panel. He goes, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. And you hear an intercom session.
Does he make the noises, or does the computer make the noises?
He does both. Both.
Yes.
And you can kind of hear like a little crack as if a microphone starting to tune on. And all you hear is, Ensign Nomenstein, please report to the main bureau deck.
Instant Nomenstein. I listen like I don't know who the heck this Instant Nomenstein, but I guess I didn't know my brother was here. Keep taking parts.
Right on. So
I put down the flask of whiskey and showing hand gestures to tell here's the whiskey, and head upwards towards
right on.
vehicle bay.
Right on. Do you want to take another path and maybe explore along the way, and we can just fast forward it?
Yeah. Do I see like a different window or something?
No, you can just head north. Like I'm just gonna like say you went north just to unlock a little bit more of the map.
Yeah. I do that to just look at the stuff at the scaffold.
Right on. And as you pass by it, it's all glass windows and metal bars, and you end up seeing this as you come across the other side and join up with the group.
Nope. Dodge the medical.
Yeah. All right.
I happily go to the vehicle bay.
Where did you go? Why did you just... Oh, yeah.
You're the one that had me, man.
That was a rhetorical question, fucker.
I'm sorry. I'm a gnome. We don't do rhetoricals.
Fucking Von Dick, more like it.
We don't do rhetoric.
Well, I did have a big one hanging out a minute ago, so...
Know what I'm saying?
All right. So as you recede to the group, the gentleman comes back, and everybody's standing at attention. So this guy's name is Dirk, and Ensign Dirk, and you can kind of see that he's just kind of like supposed to be there to kind of like tide you guys over for a minute before the captain comes and speaks with you. And he comes down the left-hand side of the route, and you kind of see him rush over. He's going to be huge, so just deal with it.
Yes. Does this big bastard like to gamble since he's just entertaining us until time's up?
Yeah, really. So this guy's name is Captain Marcus. So Marcus has been a captain for probably the better part of 15 years. He's a human male, very old, and he's depicted as you can see on the token. And you can tell, Narco, you can tell that he's like of magical ability. And you kind of look him up and down, and I'm going to get you to roll an Arcana check for me.
It's a trap.
Whenever you're ready there. Hi, Honky.
How about they?
I need an Arcana check.
Oh.
God damn you, Honky. Fucking stop eating the edibles and wake up.
Listen, motherfucker, I had to catch up and I caught up too fast.
Fucking slap you. All right. So as you're looking across his getup, you notice that he's wearing the colors of command, but you can kind of see he's also got like a belt buckle, and you can see 4 separate wands on his waist, and they're all of different colors. You see a red, an orange, a green, and a blue aura coming from each of them. And he stands to attention and says, "Thank you for coming, my friends. You're part of the group now. You'll know that the crew quarters is back the way you came. Medical bay is always open for your convenience. And we're just happy to have some extra hands. Once you get to your crew quarters tonight, there'll be a separate tablet waiting for you with orders. And hope to God that somebody gets rid of all that alcohol down to the fucking dwarf's bin, because I'm getting really fucking pissed about this."
I'm sit my beer bottles down somewhere quietly.
Like, yeah,
Sir,
yes,
I could have it confiscated for testing.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Ensign. You must be our new medical recruit. How are things?
Yes, sir. Doing well.
Kiss ass.
Are you saying that out loud, Honky?
I coughed it.
Okay. Roll. Okay. All right. You kind of see him not even register it.
Good.
Right on. All right. So, Orca, you kind of notice that there is something strange about the garbs that he's wearing, and I'm going to get you to roll a religion check for me. Okay, so what you're able to discern is that you kind of notice resemblances from his garbs to the garbs that you used to wear in training. You're not necessarily sure if it has anything to do with the clergy, but you sense some kind of like enchantment spell that is cast on this fucking getup he's got going. So you can kind of like almost in like the back of your mind, you're like, oh, something's really weird about that.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun. Very good. And you can kind of see the captain walk up to... Yeah, you see the captain walk up, and he kind of looks you over. He stands in front of Vaughn and says, "The builders are what project us to the next millennia. They're the ones that build the boats that we need to survive." He steps over to Orca. He says, "And the protectors are always needed. In case of dark times, they would stand as bastions on the wall." He takes a step over to the medical staff, and that being obviously Dr. Reginald, who's still just fucking out to lunch.
I don't think he ever clocked in.
Yeah, he's just like, "Reginald, your hand is like still over your head dealing with these people for the last few minutes." And he says, "And the healers, where would we be without you?" And he gives you kind of a nod. And then he walks...
Is he talking to me?
No, he's talking to Reginald.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And then he steps over towards Narcol, and he's like, "And some known enemies to be true can have great things set upon them in due time. And it all depends on the side of the coin you choose, my friend." And he gives you a nod as well.
I would give him a big toothy grin. And then I'm, "Excuse me, sir. But,
How the hell did I get all the way
pardon me
over
for
here?
asking, but where did you get those beautiful wands at?"
He says, "Oh, in the Battle of Kafelsh. Didn't you hear about it? I thought I was quite famous for this." And you can kind of see his like cheeks get a little red. He's kind of a little embarrassed.
How did I get all the way over there? I thought it was,
I'm
We
very
fast
new to
traveled,
this.
oh,
I'm,
darn. I mean,
I am quite new to the world. I don't know much yet of the travels of people, more of only the learnings of the books.
Well, being the only one of your kind within our ranks, we'll expect great things from you. But don't be surprised the further out you travel how your kind can be treated around here. But for you specifically, you're part of our guild, and we will protect you with our lives.
I appreciate that, sir, and I will do the exact same for you.
So just as you guys are kind of like exchanging pleasantries, all you see is just and all of the power turns off in the command bridge and then reinitializes. And you see a bunch of red sirens going off on the top of the screen. And all you hear from on the other side of the command bridge is, "Captain, priority message from the Admiral." And he's like, "Oh shit." And he takes back off up the stairs. And so there's like several large screens up in front of you guys that show different things. On the left-hand side, you can kind of see a bar graph of ship operations. In the middle is the main view screen, and on the right-hand side, it's like tactical information and like telemetry. And when you see the red lights come on, all you see is Captain just kind of say on screen, and you see this large blip on the center screen, and this is what you guys see.
Clearly checking out the electronics. I mean, I might be an engineer, doesn't mean I don't appreciate a good, techno. Hey, it's Admiral.
Yeah, I was hoping nobody knew it, but it was the most like high def picture of anything I could find.
Yeah, you're that's Star Wars reference there.
Yeah, you probably should not have counted on us not to notice that.
I mean,
I knew half of yous wouldn't. I was banking
You are
on that.
100% right. Me and Orca have no fucking clue.
Yeah. So this is Admiral Braxton, and he says, "Captain."
We played outside as kids.
Yeah, exactly. And he basically says, he's like, yeah, pretty much. So that was the only high def image I could actually get. And he says, "Captain, we've intercepted a transmission yesterday in the Argolis cluster. Space Station Beta 3 issued a Priority 1 distress call. Your mission is to wait on the border of the demilitarized zone for the extraction team from Helion Prime. Once boarded, you are to proceed directly to the Space Station Beta 3 at maximum propulsion and board. Your security team has been sent a lockout codes that they are commanded to set up as a level 5 quarantine on the main promenade. Keep your wits about you, Commander. The Elf Consortium places this as a top priority. Good luck. Over and out."
I heard an elf.
And
Being a little aggressive, are you?
yeah. So as you guys kind of look towards each other, you notice like there seems to be loud barking coming from different stations and people moving twice as fast. And you just see the captain sit in his chair with his finger to the top of his lip, pondering as he's staring out the front door. D&D in space.